10 solid ways to get your crush to notice you. Let's be honest, liking someone can make you feel a little ridiculous. Your heart races when they walk by. You overthink every word you say. You wonder if they even notice you. And you want to get their attention. But the last thing you want is to come off thirsty, clingy, or worse, desperate. Here's the truth. You can catch someone's eye without chasing them. You can spark their curiosity without throwing yourself at them. Let's talk about how to get your crush's attention in a way that feels confident, subtle, and real. Number 1, don't try to force chemistry. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be someone you're not. In fact, overdoing it often backfires. If you try too hard to stand out, you risk coming across as inauthentic or even anxious. Real attraction, it's not loud, it's magnetic. You don't have to chase chemistry, you just have to stop blocking it by trying to control the outcome. Be yourself, but strategic about it. 2, confidence is quiet. Here's something people get wrong. Confidence isn't loud. It doesn't mean being the center of attention. It means being comfortable in your own space, even when they're nearby. When your crush sees that you're good on your own, that you're not desperate for attention, that you smile, move, and carry yourself like you matter, that's what stands out. Confidence creates curiosity, and curiosity leads to connection. 3, use eye contact the right way. Eye contact is powerful when done right. It's not about staring someone down or locking eyes across a room like you're in a romance movie. That's just awkward. What actually works is more subtle. It's about making eye contact for just a second longer than expected. Not too long to be weird, just long enough to make them think, wait, was that something? Pair that glance with a soft smile, nothing forced, just something relaxed and real. Then break the gaze and return to whatever you were doing. That moment creates curiosity. It's a spark, not a spotlight. And here's why it matters. People remember how you made them feel. That little moment of connection, that second of confident presence, can linger in someone's mind longer than an entire conversation. So don't underestimate it. One well-timed glance can speak volumes without you saying a single word. 4, work on your aura. Aura sounds mystical, but it's really just the emotional atmosphere you carry with you. When someone has a strong aura, people naturally notice them, even if they aren't loud, even if they aren't conventionally attractive. Why? Because they seem settled. They're not trying too hard. They're grounded. They smile like they know something good. They move through the room like they belong there. You can't fake this kind of energy. You build it by doing inner work, by liking who you are, showing kindness to others, and staying rooted in your own identity. It's how you treat people, how you handle setbacks. It's that quiet confidence that says, I know my worth, and I'm not here to convince you. When your aura is strong, people gravitate toward you, even your crush. Because in a world full of performance and ego, peace is magnetic, and nothing catches attention more than someone who clearly doesn't need it to feel complete. 5, become familiar without being overbearing. Getting someone's attention doesn't mean being constantly in their space. You don't need to flood their DMS or laugh at every joke they make. That reads as insecurity, not interest. What you want to do is create familiarity. That gentle sense that you're always around, in a non-intrusive way. Say hi when it's natural. Leave a thoughtful comment on something they posted once in a while. Ask a question during group conversations. Not because you're forcing anything, but because you're paying attention. The trick is this: show up occasionally and disappear strategically. Let them feel your absence too. If they're even a little curious about you, they'll start to notice that you're someone who brings ease, not pressure. Familiarity builds safety, and once someone feels emotionally safe around you, even just a little, that's when their attention starts to shift your way. 6. Ask smart, open-ended questions. Most people miss this completely. They talk at their crush instead of talking with them. The goal isn't to impress, it's to connect. And connection starts with asking questions that actually make people feel seen. Forget the boring, surface-level stuff like, "What do you do for work?" Try something deeper, but still casual. Ask, "What's something that always brings you peace no matter what?" Or, "If you could be great at anything instantly, what would it be and why?" These kinds of questions break routine. They surprise people. They show that you're not just trying to flirt, you're trying to understand. And here's the best part. People love talking about themselves when they feel heard. If you can be the person who makes them think, laugh, and reflect all in one conversation, you'll stand out. Not because you tried too hard, but because you paid attention differently. 7. Mirror their energy. You want to create attraction, not friction. If your crush is more introverted, don't overwhelm them with loud energy or personal questions right away. If they're more playful and open, mirror that lightness and show you're in tune with their vibe. It's not about copying them. It's about creating emotional rhythm. Mirroring is subtle. It's a soft match in tone, pacing, humor, and body language. It builds unspoken comfort. When someone feels like you get them without them having to explain, it builds a connection deeper than words. But here's the catch. Mirroring works only if it's honest. Don't pretend to be chill if you're secretly high anxiety every time you're around them. Instead, manage your energy before you engage. When done right, mirroring feels like dancing to the same song without stepping on each other's feet. That's when the attention shifts from "they're kind of cool" to "why do I feel so comfortable around them?" 8. Be really good at something you want to stand out. Don't beg for attention, earn it. One of the most attractive things you can do is be quietly excellent at something. It doesn't have to be flashy or famous. Maybe you're great at photography. Maybe you write, produce music, cook, dance, or build things. Maybe you're just the person everyone trusts with advice. Passion is magnetic. Focus is magnetic. When people see you light up while doing what you love, they notice. And when your crush sees that you've got your own world, your own gifts, your own purpose, they realize you're not orbiting around them. You've got your own gravity. The best attention comes from people who admire how you move, without needing their approval. So don't waste time trying to be impressive. Just get really, really good at being you. 9. Build a world they'd want to step into. Think of your life like a room. Is it messy, chaotic, filled with negativity? Or is it calm, interesting, and welcoming? People, especially someone you're crushing on, notice the energy you carry. Your social media, your hobbies, your habits, all of it tells a story, and your crush is quietly watching how you live. So build a world that feels inviting. It doesn't have to be glamorous. It just has to feel real. Maybe you're building a side project. Maybe you're passionate about music, reading, or travel. Maybe you're just someone who supports others and handles life with grace. When your world feels healthy and whole, people want to step into it. Your crush doesn't need to be the center of your life, just someone who sees the value in joining it. And when they do, It's not because you beg for attention. It's because you built something worth noticing. 10. Know when to pull back. Sometimes, the best way to get someone's attention is to stop giving them all of yours. We live in a culture of instant responses, constant likes, and endless availability. But mystery? That still works. Pulling back isn't about being cold. It's about creating space for interest to grow. If your crush has seen you around, felt your energy, maybe even enjoyed your presence, it's okay to disappear just a little. Not to play games, but to shift the energy. Give them the opportunity to miss you, to wonder where you've been, to feel the contrast between your presence and your absence. That space often does what constant attention can't. It makes people curious, and curiosity is often the first spark of attraction. So if you've been doing the most, try doing a little less. Let them lean in. Bonus point, don't make them your whole story. This one's big. When we like someone, it's easy to make them the main character in our mental movie. Every song reminds you of them. Every decision somehow involves what they might think. But the truth is, that's exhausting. For you and for them. You're the protagonist in your life. Your goals, your passions, your healing, that's your real storyline. Your crush, they're a possible supporting character, not the plot twist that defines your worth. When you stop centering your life around one person's validation, you become magnetic in a whole new way. People can feel when you're chasing them, and when you've already got something better chasing you, purpose. So live your life. Become someone who's hard to ignore, not because you scream the loudest, but because you're quietly building something unforgettable.
Share your thoughts down below. Turn on that notification bell, like, share, and subscribe for more.